So we're live on YouTube. Adyemi, we are live on YouTube. We could check it on. I will share the link. I will share the link in the chat for you to be able to click and watch. So that's it.
Good morning, Prasanna.
Hi, ma'am. Hi, sir, ma'am. Hi, Sreeedharan, sir.
Yeah.
Hi, Mehxabeen Hussain.
Hello.
Ma'am, I think you are the most
Morning.
Sorry for taking liberty of saying that, but yes, good. I take it
goodness.
yes, we are live on.
And I hope you all have had a wonderful day so far.
Thank you so much.
You're way ahead of me. Well, except Poet of Three Rivers. You're not so you're
Poet of
pretty early in the morning too. Oh goodness. No.
He would be there always to inspire us, no matter what.
Yeah.
So you're already live on it. It's not on like last week. Sorry, we couldn't go last week since I had something happened. That's not the shit. Adyemi, tell me about yourself. Tell us about yourself, not me. Tell us about yourself.
Who are you talking to? Prasanna?
Sorry?
Who? I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Who are you talking to?
Adyemi again.
Yes.
I cannot. Hi, Sreeedharan sir, how are you?
Yeah, fine, Ji. And how are you? Okay.
No, just no. This this. So,
Yeah, too bad. How you doing?
okay, anyways, welcome to the poetry reading with Fatal Vance. Good morning, good afternoon, good evenings. We are pitch 19 hours of Indian time, and it is differs all across. But anyways, welcome to the poetry reading once again. The Fatal Vance, a place where poets meet to share their minds and hearts. That is joined. I mean, we are it. Hi, Bogdana. It was such a, I mean, what a profound feeling that as I got to know that you had a 17 years of relationship and you continue, I know that matured into a matrimonial, together, and that's such a beautiful thing. And you would be an inspiration to be, those partners who are try to get along and to wanted to enter into a relationship or whatever it is. But yes, that is Bogdana. Mehxabeen ma'am, hope you're meeting first time. Bogdana is a long time associate to the Federal. She is joining us from Romania.
Hi,
So,
Bogdana.
Hello.
Great to
oh,
Hello.
meet you.
mic is yours.
Me too.
Go ahead, Madam Bogdana.
To recite a poem. Okay. This time I have a poem that is called Wrinkles. Anti-wrinkle cream. Why should I buy a product just to delete my story? Because my face has a story told from my wrinkles. What would you choose? The beauty of face or the beauty of your story from your face? So this was my poem.
Go ahead with another one. It's always very short and sweet.
Yeah, short. And another one is
Romanian
called,
language. Okay, if you have in mother tongue, go ahead.
and I have another one, it's called Behind. Behind the painting, there's a painter. Behind the book, there's a writer. Behind a door, there's a story. Behind the mirror, there's an image. Behind the trip, there are some places. Behind the scene, there are some actors. Behind some photos, there are memories. Behind music, there is an instrument.
Yeah.
So these were my poems.
So that you want to say that behind everything there is something. That's
Yep.
so beautiful.
Everything has
Wow.
a story.
Every face has story to say. Every face, exactly, Bogdana. How beautifully explained it and in the poetic way. Beautiful. That was Bogdana. Give a round of applause, my dear friends. Thank you, Bogdana. Love having you and keep coming and get the relationship. Please welcome Adyemi KOHinde. I'm sorry, Adyemi. Could you able to go? Yes. Go.
Let me read from my poem titled Living for the Moment. Live for the moment of life. Live the simplicity of life. Live to make an impact. Live for the moment of life. I live to be the extraordinary. I live to be the hero in the jungle. I live for the time I am. I live to count my blessings. Let's live for hope to reign, to sprinkle happiness and joy for the moments we live a life on extraordinary being. So that's the poem, Live for the Moment. I don't know if you permit me to read any other poem. Am I permitted?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. You are extraordinary. You are such an amazing writer of time. Kudos are hail your mighty pen and wisdom to unleash knowledge. You are indeed an extraordinary writer of our time. I could feel the lyrics of your poem in line with rhymes that vibes my thoughts. The simplicity of your style is astonishing. Absolutely, I love the way you based the poem. In lines and stanzas with flow, connecting the soul and body. The aroma of your poem soars high, far beyond the set, far beyond set the pace order. You are extraordinary in the making. I hail you for who you are. My pen only does it has to pen with the legends of our time. Being an extraordinary dynamic, tolerance to accommodate all, irrespective of where we came from, you are capable of resolving the unsolved. So that's the second poem I wrote. So
Thank you.
there's this.
Thank you. Thank you, Adyemi. Thank you. Thanks for joining. We love your poem, and yes, we have to live in the moment, live for the moment, and live in the moment. Thank you. I couldn't hear. There is a slight audio disturbance, but yes, I love your poems. Thank you for joining. Keep coming. Thank you. Keep right. Please welcome a poet of three rivers. I don't know what are they, but I love this. What, how could I introduce him? I am just Richard Spisak.
Thank you. Thank you. An honor to be here among this wonderful group of poets. I have two little poems for you. Hopefully they will amuse and bring you a little smile. This first piece, I'm going to share a screen. And this is called Champion Tree Huggers, from a wonderful Indian message to the world. Here we go. Champion tree huggers. That noble upright stock, the bark protects the delicate core, the miracle both concealed and revealed roots. The lush, living canopy, like so many hungry flags, buoyed on the living air, give us sustenance of fruit, of shade, of beauty. Grant us peace and pleasure. The generous shade, the sweet and powerful nuts, the generous fruit, the sharp, pungent needles, how we cling through and with your strength, how we're made stable by your unbending height, how we are taught by your flexibility and the mad and merry winds of time, that you shelter us, we are stronger. That you stand through the night and storm, we too are proud. When you fall, you yet nourish those around you. We gain grace and eternity. Be another championship tree hugger. And this second poem is, I hope, an important story about tolerance. In tolerance, we find 10,000 treasures of heart and mind, the smallest difference upon which some focus, little more than hocus pocus. Some folks explore 100,000 ways and more to bolt and chain and lock the golden door. Small differences in skin and scalp. It seems so strange that some would doubt 2 hands, 2 feet, and yet they stray for folding, admitting humanity. Oh, what the hay. And some would doubt what eyes clear shall. We all have doors, we go in and out. We all hug our children and then push them out, train them at table and put them to lesson, whether that be at school or work or college or those late night sessions. We help them through those early years, sometime with sweet, soft murmuring, sometime with tears. So they grow up, they help the village, whether in greening, training, beast feasts, or tillage, hopefully with very little wasted fillage. Our hearts are joyous, our joys or spillage. And although with eyes of brown or hazel, blue or green, sometimes red or black is all that's seen, yet we all grow tired as we age, no matter what it is or where. We wander our weary way from stage to stage. But tolerance with these tiny foibles brings great happiness at end of day, whether we put to rest our horses, dogs, and cats, or cows and gerbils. Tolerance eases and smooths the way and adds immeasurable to the games we play. Thank you, my friends. An honor to be with you.
Cool. Wow. That's remarkable. You portrayed a Chipko moment. It's very, what do you call it? Remarkable moment in the history of India. That's for environment to preserve and afforestation. Talks about
Such wisdom. Such wisdom.
Salute, and yes, tolerance is all about, having. With tolerance, we could have. But there are many things that can achieve. Beautiful. How could I? Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Sometimes I get lost in words and we unable to utter out a word or something. Swarna, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Prasanna.
You're holding your words. I'm holding back. Don't be like me. I mean, like I am strong at holding my words back. Uh, so this is a forum where we could speak out, or maybe roar, or scream out. There is a so you just scream out your whatever poem you would like to. So go ahead. Please welcome Swarna.
Thank you so much. I have two poems. They are on similar topics. They just happen to be that way today that I felt like sharing them. And the first one is called A Silly Little Thing. Love is a silly little thing. It's a rich chocolate wrapped in sweet nothings. It's belonging. It's a magnetic chaos beyond our wildest thinking. It keeps our hearts soaring and singing. But oh, it is such a silly little thing. One word can topple the empire. One glance can disillusion us forever. It takes only a second to drop the relationship like it's a burning ember. Then it happens again. You experience a connection like none other, as if the entire world had been created only so you two could meet. And this time, you try even harder to convince yourself that love is worth it. Almost like you have something to lose, something to prove. You try to grow from the fights and learn from the lessons, and you convince yourself that everyone goes through ups and downs. But oh, love is such a silly little thing. It only takes one match to bring the entire thing down. But the fire doesn't just catch and burn it to ashes. It also illuminates the way ahead. It connects you to something deeper inside yourself, something that's always been there, waiting to explode into color and form. Oh, love is such a marvelous thing. It brings you to yourself, a messenger of light and truth, giving you hope against hope that happiness inside you is possible, radiating joy like the sun's relentless blaze, melting the bitter frosts of old loves that had once felt so true. For what is more profound than to realize that love comes from you? That is my first poem. Thank you. And my second one is very short, but I will say it. Okay. There is a feeling of prettiness that comes over me when I think of a broken heart. That somehow this little entity, so innocent and sweet, got trampled on by the rampage of life and believed its pain to be its own fault, and then spent many years quietly healing from something it believed it could not. The silently victorious heart. What a pretty thought. Thank you.
Oh, profound as always, Swarna. I love listening your, intense poems, and always, I always get to learn something from you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Swarna.
Thank you, everyone.
I could see a new beard. It's not a old beard, of course. Jairam Shesadhri, sir. Glad to meet you on this forum for the first time you're joining us. Please stay on, sir. Enjoy the show. Please welcome Isabelle VanMerlin.
Thank you, Prasanna. Yes, I love this meeting. I'm not always strong enough in body to wake up and get up to do this, but thank you. And let's see, I'd like to share screen. Okay, let's see, which is it? Here we go. Let's see, where's my share? Okay, this is a poem I wrote about a childhood thing. Sassafras. I can smell it right now, kind of cold outside after a summer rain in the mountains, walking down the hill to the creek and looking for the tree with the right leaves. Not a lot of leaves on a sassafras tree, and the leaves are not all the same shape, no sharp points, kind of like the carefully designed random shapes on the canvas of an abstract painter. Smooth shapes, but all green, slightly different shades. Mother said you had to use the roots to make a cup of sassafras tea. So I was looking for the young trees that I could manage to dig up. It was a project for me, something I could do by myself, no friends to play with, but later to proudly spout to them my esoteric knowledge. I found out that the leaves are what make gumbo filet. The taste is not very strong, and I like a more definite taste. Maybe if I had dried the root, ground it up, and boiled it some more. Root beer is made from it. My mother liked it. She liked root beer floats. Maybe that's why I'm not so fond of it. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
I observe that you always share your personal experience through your poems, Isabel. That was something simply beautiful. Always a story to say.
Thank you,
Sassafras and
Prasad.
sassafras, is it same? Sassafras and sassafras.
Sassafras, I think so.
Yeah.
It grows. I mean, I spent time in the mountains of North Carolina when I was growing up, so I'm pretty sure it grows lots of places. And maybe you are thinking, or you can smell the sassafras now. The root beer, the sarsaparilla. It's another name for the tea. Yeah. So thank you. Have a
Thank you.
nice cup of tea tomorrow morning or tonight.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you. That was Isabel with her poem. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome. Where is Nayma? Nayma? Yeah, yes, Nayma. How could I miss you? Please go ahead. Nayma Chamchoun.
Thank you. I'll share two poems. Woe betide, woe betide, a land which stays hand in hand with and for the corporations who trade in exploitation. Woe betide the command that are layered withstand the cold in their homes, monitoring the ohms. Woe betide the rulers who feebly hide in coolers as the food banks bear the beleaguered, and the bankers are rewarded by leaders. Woe betide the wolves dressed as sheep who impose the choice of eat or heat, playing economic roulette as the stakes soar. Foreclosure notices on the mat by the door. Woe betide the place who celebrates its disgrace, working all the hours of the day, still hungry with bills to pay. Woe betide the government whose greedy, sleazy intent underpays teachers and nurses as their bonuses fatten their purses. Woe betide the house of cards which collapses and bombards the battered deck, holding it up, offering trickles from their cup. Woe betide the schemers of empires fallen, who fight wars with poverty's sons, winning even when their webs come undone. They are the horsemen of days woe begone. Thank you. And the second piece, Bethnal Green. A journey to Bethnal Green. It seems odd to take this path when it does not lead to you. Every weekend, racing to merge, unpacking the whole week's events. When the words faded, a flood of desire, carrying away the world's lament. Now, the words have stopped. The desire terminated. Faded snapshots of memory as I alight at your stop. A cat burglar in your hood. Here for my own ends, avoiding detection. The places you stood in the rush hour trickle and flow, beaming in your manner, the pearly king of banter, lullabies of the bells of Bow. I am the thief of love, taking hearts when mine is broken, unbearable, hopeful longing, unspoken, stealing through the coves of love's end in the East End. Thank you.
Was, just intently listening to your each word, Nayma. How beautifully you, accentuated your, rendition with your beautiful, without looking at the, what do you call the script or whatever, the book. You are just, reading out. So beautiful. Jam, would you like to react? I'm sure you would love to. Please go ahead.
That was amazing. That's all I can say. That was amazing.
Yeah. So what I today's been a lot about love. We had two of them recite love poems or love thoughts. What I deeply appreciate today is that Richard and Isabelle gave us the poems and writing and that made it very much easier to follow as they recited. So, we generally do have this problem of various accents. So I thought that was a brilliant idea, Richard and Isabelle, so we could follow what they said. And much as your poem was so beautifully expressed, and there were words I could follow the thread of thought, I did miss out on some of those beautiful words. So I think it's a good idea to, have the words running as you recite it. Beautiful recitation, Nayma.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that, Jaya, because I seem to have trouble with your accents. I don't know why
Yes.
you have accents. So it'd be great. It would be great to screen share your pieces. It would be very wonderful to see the words too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Nayma,
Jaya.
it was very nice to listen to you after so long. We have not been meeting for long. And the kind of your sonorous voice actually captivates me. The way you put things across, won't be tired, it is filtering in. No matter sometimes
Haunting.
very. Thank you,
Very
Nayma. Sorry I missed the previous two ones, Rick's and all, because I joined a little bit late. But
a very haunting voice, no?
Yeah, that is it. Somebody once referred to it as cocky voice. Yeah, it's a compliment. Yeah. That is typical of you, Nayma. Hats off to you.
Beautiful.
And apologies to the previous 2 points. Thank you.
So let's jump across to our MME. Renaissance woman, Josephine Gomez. I don't know. Thank you, Nayma. Thank you, Jaya ma'am. Thank you, Malin.
Oh, there. Okay, I've just unmuted. The pronunciation of my surname is Gomez. Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, all right. I'll go straight to my first poem. The title is Self-Restraint and Peace. The wise know when to let the world hear their voice. The time to quell in their head so much noise. The wise keep quiet. They don't just react. They are judicious with speech and employ tact. One wins a war of words with restraint. He may, with well-chosen words, the truth paint. Whether in suing or facing a complaint, self-control is for the strong and not for the faint. Wars of all kinds start with provocation. Minding them is not as good as non-reaction. Clarifying your stance or your position on a matter is best post-meditation. Why choose to fight if you can just leave? Is it vital to say what you believe? Not all that you see, another one sees. Your tolerance is needed for world peace.
Excellent. Yes, exactly. And indeed, Richard, tolerance we talked about. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, ma'am, Josephine. Please give a round of applause.
Okay, my second poem. Thank you very much for the applause. Anyway, my second poem is Discarding Emotions. A sudden outburst of temper, harsh words that leave a scar forever, physical pain inflicted on another, giving in to uncontrollable anger, bad deeds that make one shudder, lust for fame and wealth grow bigger, ignorance of teachings cause you to suffer. Regular meditation will make you wiser. Feelings are all right when watched by the mind. Compassion, pure love can make you refined. Living the present, leaving the past behind, not anticipating a future, no plans to bind. aware and mindful as you do your daily grind, always to others, generous and kind. If to Dharma your thoughts be confined, your character will sparkle, you'll shine with pure mind.
That's a great message, ma'am. Thank you for reading out. Hope everybody will follow that. A meditation to keep ourselves calm and, grow with the wisdom. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. And hello to Ronnie Tucker. I haven't spoken to him in a long time. I think his Facebook was hacked. Oh, Bogdana. Thank you. Thank you, Prasad.
Please welcome Ronnie Tucker. Ronnie, how are you doing?
I'm doing fair. I'm glad to see Josephine. That's like she said, my Facebook got hacked and I lost my old Facebook and my messenger. And I was going to say to Jai, I'd put my writings up, but my stuff is all, this is how I write. Mine's basically all ran together. Y'all probably couldn't follow it. Now, this one I'm going to do is another one of my song poems, and it's about the generation today and basically the world we live in. Let me get my glasses on, and it's not real long. It's called Time to Jump Through a Window. So easy to say life is a shakedown, living so low, times are so scary. Everything is so bad, everything is so sad. It's a breakdown. You might as well jump through a window. Nothing left to live for. It's so tough, so tough. Nothing left inside of you. Life is a stage under a spotlight until the light is turned off you. The vision is faded and the shine is long gone. So insane the times we live in. Gone are our memories of a childhood, a youth so wasted. Now they live in brainwashed minds, their minds shaken and stirred. It's all just blurred. They can't remember life from before, but I can remember. They are a lost generation, forever to walk in their own shoes. It's so easy to see life go through a window. It's so tough to see the young generation so indoctrinated. Brainwashed minds so twisted and used, so fragile and abused, so sad and so scary. Times are so lost and out of control. So many have sold their souls. Times are scary. Life is ebbing slowly away. Youth is ran rampant with their brainwashed minds. Life flies through a window. So tough to live in this crazy world. So rough to face the problems. Time to jump through a window. Time to give the devil his due. Let's say it's a world of confusion. Let's say it's all just an illusion. No one wins, they only lose. In the end, we fly through a window. Thank you.
Very understandable, Ronnie. Life is difficult to live by. That's what's profound and very thoughtful.
I just wish I could sing it and knew how to write music. That way you understand kind of my song poetry better. But I can't sing.
Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you for that was nice. To listen to hear your words. Please give a round of applause to Ronnie Tucker. Please welcome Michael Anthony Ingram.
Hello, everyone. Greetings from Washington, D.C. I'd like to share one piece, and the title of the poem is I Breathe. Wrinkles etched like maps on my hands tell tales of a life well worn. The skin on my face, like parchment, whispers secrets of laughter and tears. Yet beneath the weathered surface, a fire still burns. A life, the kaleidoscope of memories, shimmers in my eyes. Unkissed, days spent chasing butterflies. The sting of salt on my lip from youthful dives into the sea. The quiet comfort of loved ones gathered around a crackling fire, all woven into the tapestry of my being. Though the horizon dips closer, casting long shadows, my spirit soars on the wings of each breath. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, I inhale the crisp morning air. The scent of rain-washed earth, the sweet perfume of blooming flowers, each inhale a vibrant pulse, a defiant declaration, I am here, I am alive, I am okay. The world, the canvas splashed with vibrant hues, beckons me, while every exhale I send a message painted in the sky, a whisper carried on the wind. Embrace the beauty, savor the moments, dance with the unknown. Or even if the curtain falls on my life, the song within me continues to play a melody of resilience, of hope, of love. Little wrinkles deepen, their hair turns silver, but in the twilight, a different kind of beauty emerges, the wisdom etched in lines, the strength forged in scars, love and radiance from within. These are the treasures I carry. Gifts I offer to the world. I breathe, and in that breath, I find not just life, but a symphony of existence, a testament to the enduring spirit, a whisper of defiance against the approaching dusk. So let the world know, with every inhale, every exhale, that I am here, I am alive, I am okay. And in that simple declaration, may we all find the courage to embrace the beauty of our own journeys that were weathered. Thank you.
Brilliant, sir. Brilliant. That was a kind of invocation, I feel. Very positive, very positive. Thanks for joining a very long gap.
Oh, you were my love years. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. I love having you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Michael. Please welcome. How should I call? It's like, yes, Saraswati Poswal is a wonderful poet. Please welcome. She wants her yeah, literary platform. Please welcome Saraswati. Yeah. Please unmute your mic. Saraswati Poswal. Please unmute your mic. Kindly unmute your mic.
Hello, good morning, good evening, namaskar, sat sri akal, adab, salam. How are you? How are you all doing? Hope you all are doing well. Thank you so much, K. Kumarji, for this great, grand session. I've been listening, everyone. Great poetry session going on. Thank you so much for this great initiative, this great opportunity to me. My poem is on life. Life is destined, but we never know. Life is destined, but we never know that we destine with our actions. Life is destined, but we never know that we destine with our actions. What we do, what we speak. What we do, what we speak. Life is unpredictable, but we can predict with pouring love and faith. Life is destined, but we never know that we can destine with our actions. What we do, what we speak. Life is unpredictable, but we can predict with pouring love and faith. Life is book. Life is book. Our thoughts are printed in it. We never know. Life is holding things, but life is not holding things, but we being greedy. We never know. Life is not holding things, but we being greedy. We never know. Life is roller coaster ride. We move up and down. Life is roller coaster ride. We move up and down, back and front. We weep, we cry. We weep, we cry with situations we never know. We weep, we cry with situations we never know. Life is miraculous. Life is miraculous, but we prejudice. Life is miraculous, but we prejudice ourselves with relations and moments. With relations and moments we never know. Life is beautiful journey of various colors. Life is beautiful journey of various colors. We spoil it with our choices. We spoil it with our choices. We never know. Life is one time offer. Life is one time offer. Either enjoy or regret. Life is one time offer. Either enjoy or regret. We never know. We should enjoy life. We should enjoy life. It's every moment being thankful and hopeful. We should enjoy our life being thankful and with faith. This was my poem on life. A few days back, I wrote this poem for one of the ventures, and I would like to recite few Hindi. Maybe they're missing from my this thing I've mentioned here. Okay, I'll get it back again if I'll get those lines. This was my poem. Hope you all like it. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. That was live.
Thank you.
About
Okay, Kumarji.
Thank you for joining. Please give a
Thank
round of
you.
Please
Thank you
give a
so
round.
much.
Please give a round of applause, my dear friend. That was Saraswati Poswal. Please welcome Prabhasashstry Jyoshula, who writes in
एक
Kannada.
हिंदी में होगा तो बीच में I'll come back because I'm not getting in this. Okay, if possible, if I'll get the opportunity. I would like to one song I prepared, then I'll recite that. Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Please
you.
welcome Prabhasashstry Jyoshula. Prabhasashstry Jyoshula. Ma'am, unmute your mic. Prabhash. Okay. Okay. As anyway, please welcome Jaya Kalyanaraman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think these past few weeks, we've all been in a state of shock and pain, and the poems I'm going to recite are a result of that agony I continue to feel. The hand that rocks the cradle rules the world, they say. But when? Oh, when did she become an object of man's carnal desire? In a land where goddesses Lakshmi, Saraswati, Durga, Shakti, Kali, and their manifestations symbolizing knowledge, wealth, motherhood, and strength are forgotten when man, a predator, forgets his creator. In a land where the justice systems let you down all too frequently, botched up investigation, a cover-up, lets the perpetrators go scot-free. In our 78th year of independence, women still in search of a safe space, at home, at school, at work, at play, walking in buses, in the marketplace. My heart is broken for the woman, the girl child, who died in fear and pain, her dignity and sense of self robbed for all time. Convicted perpetrators on frequent parole, rapists pardoned and freed, received with garlands, treated as heroes, devaluing a woman even more. Is it too late for a man to change his behavior? But it's never too late to start. Today is as good as it can get for our safe tomorrow. Lead life by example, fathers. Be the change we need to see. Treat your son and daughter alike. That will make for a new beginning. Now, these three words I picked up when I heard Kamala Harris make her speech at the Democratic National Convention the other day. She spoke of safety, dignity, and justice. When alleged rapists and murderers occupy seats in our hallowed hall of governance, when convicted felons, the Ram Rahims and the Baba Rams, spend more time out on parole than they do within the prison walls, when criminals are set free before the end of their prison terms, are garlanded and celebrated as if rape and murder are normal, everyday happenings. When cases come up for hearing 10, 15, 20 years after the crime has been committed, to the victim, it is justice delayed, and therefore it is justice denied. It is no wonder then that predators lurk around, while the female of the human species know no safety, their dignity robbed, and justice denied. Yeah.
And that resonated the recent incident in reaction to that. Please, anybody would like to react, you could go ahead. Of course, I could just say a few words and otherwise. Roopali ma'am, Mehxabeen, Santosh ma'am, Molly ma'am.
Yes, Jaya. This thought was so heavy on me, and the poem I was to present almost follows suit. The kind of, what do you call the resentment we feel, the kind of shame on womanhood. In Kerala, something of the kind is happening now in the film world also, you might have read.
Right.
So it is everywhere, widespread. And then, when will the conscience of humankind wake up? Because the laws and the lawbreakers and the law keepers just play their convenient games. Dears, please listen to my poem, because it was coincidental. That time I was in Calcutta, Bolpur. We had Shantiniketan Literary Fest going on. Those were days of solace, because we could go to Vishwabharati, the very dream world of our dear Tagore. And we were soaked in that aura, the ethos of that place, but suddenly it comes, the shocking news. Please listen, dears. Oh, Calcutta, I weep. How our sojourn there at Bolpur Shantiniketan Literary Fest immediately subsumed itself in gory tales of human atrocity on an innocent, a lady doctor in her prime, the one zealous in serving others. You, Calcutta, the very land where Mother Teresa showered heavenly care and love on all, the poor, the needy. While our minds thawed, soaked in the aura of cosmic love, peace and prayers at Vishabharati, and the spiritual glow of Tagore that enveloped Calcutta. Ah, how it came news of this gory act of rape and kill. Shockwaves froze us, benumbing. How the vile, the evil in man suffers, the weird, the absurd still dominates. O Calcutta, I weep, not for you alone, but for the befallen humanity, the humane being lost in this dreary land of rapacious greed, where cudgels fall on innocence, where women fall easy prey to the vicious hands that grope and rape. The land with pretensions of a free nation, offering safety and care for all, run by cads and their cunning ways of validation and washing off of their hands. Dear, this is my piece. Thank you, Prasanna, for giving me the time.
I would like to say something about Jaya's poem. That's all right?
Yeah.
Please,
So
please go
Jaya,
ahead.
yes. So actually the thing is, we all have been distraught, like, we've been really disturbed, and it's quite overwhelming to kind of process it. And because we're in the middle of it right now, like it would take for us to get over how it goes, and then stand at a place and then look back to the incident, reflect. But when you are in the middle of something, then it's too profound to express it in words. But I just want to know that we stand in solidarity with the entire thought of yours as well as the cause, and that's important. And last week, as a kind of remembrance and tribute, we didn't hold the session, but I personally thought we should have, poets should have actually got together, that day. And the theme should have been that, that's what I felt, rather than not holding the session. Prasanna, I thought everyone should have got, and even if one doesn't speak poems, one should have just talked about. It's so important to talk about some things as well, our reflections on it, as a group, as a collective. And that's just my personal thought, that we will meet, we will talk, and then we will read our poems all the time. But when something like that happens, then can we do something as one voice on that day, on a particular incident like that? I think it's something that we all can think about. It's just a suggestion, because we are a huge group. I'm a new member, but we are a huge group. Together, if we voice out something, it would mean something. It will have an impact. If 300, 500 people, poets across the world say something, at least somewhere there will be, something will stir. So just a thought. And Jaya, very profound. I'm right now very overwhelmed about the whole incident. Even since that incident in Kolkata, even in Assam, there have been multiple reportings of rape. You won't believe it. In a single week, there have been more than 5 rapes already reported in newspaper. So it's quite overwhelming.
I actually want to say something. Between 9th August, when this incident happened, and yesterday, I was watching a program on TV, Deshbhakt, by Abhishek Banerjee. And he said there were, between then and yesterday, or whenever he prepared that program of his, there had been 900 rapes in the country. So what's happening? What's happening? How do we change it, you know?
And I read it on your WhatsApp message that your time was comparatively safer, you know, then, and I could not respond to it because I felt like I have read stories of Draupadi, you know, and as a child, when you hear Vashtraharan, it's very different. And then you grow up, you have your life experiences as a woman, and then you look back, you know, that story no longer remains about the greatness of Krishna. It also becomes a story of a woman at that point of time, you know. And then I can correlate with today's woman. And I think now more people are voicing out. So more documentation is happening. Earlier, I think it's more, I don't know. And if it was safer, I would really want, right, our current time to be like that. But somehow safety of women, safe space for women seems like a utopian dream. I say it with a lot of pessimism, but you know, it just, I'm so affected by the entire thing. So, but Jaya, I really appreciate your poem and I share the same sentiments. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jaya ma'am. Thank you, Molly ma'am. Thank you, Mehxabeen. Thank you, those who are, you know, voice their concern about it. Yes.
Thank you for speaking up for women. Thank you.
Thank you.
That
No,
was may I speak, Prasanna?
Yes, ma'am. Please, I would love to. I would love.
Very, very, very powerful poem, Jayaji, and it was a poetic punch, in fact. And it's very, very, you know, I don't know what to say. It's a reprehensible scenario. Is this the freedom that we have dreamt of? Humanity is lost somewhere, and we don't know how to, you know, salvage it. We have become beasts, and beasts would not like to be called beasts. It is indeed a sorry state of affairs. And while I'm speaking, I'm almost on the verge of tears. And this is not the state of freedom that our freedom fighters have talked. It is indeed very, very pathetic, reprehensible, shocking, and I'm stunned into speechlessness as the entire world is. Thank you.
There's just one thing I want to say. May I? I'm sorry to take up this time. I was born in 1951, and it was not until 1978 that I was exposed to, not personally, but we were posted in Delhi, and I heard of the first case of kidnap and rape. So you can imagine what my childhood until that time, what life was. So beautiful, everybody respected. I mean, that word, it's dangerous, don't go out in the dark, don't dress this way. I mean, these are sentences that didn't exist in our vocabulary, in our thought process. And there's been no looking back since then, you know. Yes, thank you for giving me this time.
May I say something? Our moderator, Prasanna, may I say something?
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Okay. I think what's happening right now in the world is that women these days, unlike women in the past, are occupied with some business or profession, unlike in the past. I mean, more now than in yesteryears. And that causes the moral depravity, the lack of teaching to young kids. Meaning, what I'm saying is that they are probably not as well brought up these days than we were in our times, you know, when we were young. And then another thing, perhaps there is no close association with one's religious organization, whatever it be it a temple or a mosque or a church. There should be a close relation relating to a community, a religious community, to keep watch, keep track of behavior, of development, personality and mind, training and development. But I may also, okay, it hurts me that the father of that medical student who was raped and killed in India expected so much of the daughter. And that breaks my heart, to think that he has been looking forward to his daughter becoming a well-known doctor. And then all of a sudden, her ambitions were put to a halt. I mean, ended actually. And, but I wouldn't think that India is really scary altogether. I lived in a very quiet place, in a crime-free area in India when I was there, in my store in Bailakupe, where there are 8 monasteries, and there is no story there of rape or any serious crime. And I felt so safe. I was living in a monastery with 4,000 monks. I was the only female, but I felt so safe. So I wouldn't want to put it generally for India. There are nice places, holy places in India that are still pure. And I'd like to correct the impression of others, that crimes like this are everywhere in India. No, there are many good people in India, I'd say.
If I could say a few words, Prasanna, can you hear me? Rape is not a sexual crime. Rape is a kind of violence which comes out of a feeling of power. And now that it's a gang rape, you can see that there is, she was murdered. She was murdered because she had discovered certain things that were going on in the hospital. So she was murdered for that. And rape is always used for women because that's just one more way. And rape is also recorded in all cultures, in all epic stories across the world. Across the world. The only thing is that now, why we hear a lot more about it and the way it is being used is very, very disturbing. We are all over the world turning into a societies that are using violence in many ways. And one way to teach a woman a lesson is rape. So it's not really a sexual thing. And the other thing is that what we are not teaching people, which is, because our mythologies are very real, it is now no longer that so in other countries where, Roman or other myths are not living legends, that we are not teaching them. You spoke about Draupadi, the punishment. We never talk about the punishment that was meted out to these people. We talk about the episode, but never the punishment. And it is recorded, the punishment is recorded. Wherever wrong has been done, there has also been this huge punishment, which we never talk about. And perhaps, in our educational system, when we talk, if we bring about more about the punishment, then even the lawmakers and the law, and I think in our country, the law is very progressive and it is upheld in the end. Unfortunately, people do try to disturb the law in many ways, but at the end of it, they are defeated and they are hanged and they are punished. So we should speak up, but I think we should also write poems where you tell us what can we do instead of repeating what has happened. People are writing about how her bones were broken and how this happened, that happened. Tell us what you can do. So, that perhaps would help more. And thank you, Prasanna, for giving us so much time to speak about this. It is an important subject. And thank you, Jaya and Molly and everybody who's spoken about it, because unless we speak, it will not come out in the forefront. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. This extensively to be debated, and this is no matter to be ignored. So this is maybe a chance for us to take a moment and ponder over and brainstorm about these things, about poetry, about reading, and about presentation. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Molly, ma'am. Thank you, Jaya, ma'am, Roopali, ma'am, Mehxabeen, ma'am, and Santosh, ma'am. Everyone out here who shared their name. Please welcome Dr. Prabhasashstry Jyoshula from Mysore, who writes in Telugu and English. She brings along with her Ravi Kishan. Ravi Kishan. Ravi Kishan. Yeah. Please.
Ravi Kiran.
Ravi Kishan. Yeah, please. Ravi
Good
Kiran.
evening to everybody. Good evening to everybody. Today I am reading one Sanskrit poem, small one, and after that I will read one poem. Okay. Smrutirmatita Vishaya Matiragami Gochara Buddhistatkalikajneya Prajna Traikaliki Mata. అంటే మునుపు జరిగినది గుర్తు చేసుకోవటం స్మృతి, ప్రస్తుతం జరుగుతున్న దాన్ని పరిశీలించటం బుద్ధి, భవిష్యత్తులో జరిగిన దాన్ని ఊహించటం మతి. ఈ మూడు కాలాల్లోనూ ఎప్పటికప్పుడు అవగాహన కలిగి ఉండటమే ప్రజ్ఞ. Now I am reading one Telugu poem first, then I will give to my friend. Okay. నేను ఆడపిల్లని అమ్మ ప్రేమతో కన్నావు, అమ్మ ప్రేమతో కన్నావు, ఆడపిల్ల పులి అన్నావు, ఆడపిల్ల పులి అన్నావు, గౌను వదిలి ప్యాంటు చొక్కా తొడిగి బడికి పంపావు, చదివి అందలం ఎక్కాలన్నావు, చదివి అందలం ఎక్కాలన్నావు, కష్టపడి నీ ప్రాణంగా పెంచావు, భారత నారి అన్నావు, భారత నారి అన్నావు, అబలవు కావని ధైర్యం ఇచ్చావు, అక్క పక్క అమ్మలకు మాదిరై ఆడపిల్లల నియమాలు పెంచావు, అవన్ నుంచి ఆకాశాన్ని తాకాలని అన్నింట మిన్నగా మగవాళ్లకు ధీటుగా నిలవాలని బోధించావు, అన్నింట మిన్నగా మగవాళ్లకు ధీటుగా నిలవాలని బోధించావు. అమ్మా అమ్మా ఓ అమ్మ, బాధగా నొప్పిగా ఉందమ్మా, పునర్జన్మస్థానం చిట్లింది రక్తంతో, మృగ రాక్షసుడు నన్ను ముక్కలు చేశాడు, నోరు నొక్కి చీచి కుక్కలా నడిచాడు. అమ్మా అమ్మా, బాధగా నొప్పిగా ఉంది. వైద్య విద్యార్థిగా తీర్చిదిద్దావు, ఎంతో అపురూపంగా అందంగా పెంచావు. నేను వీర వనిత సబలని అవ్వలేదు, నేను వీర వనిత సబలని అవ్వలేదు, ఆడది అబలని తెలిసి అత్యాచారి చేతిలో ఓడిపోయాను. అమ్మా అసలు నన్ను ఎందుకు అన్నావు, అమ్మా అసలు నన్ను ఎందుకు అన్నావు, అమ్మా నీ కోసం వెతుకుతూ ఏడుస్తూ అరిచాను, నగ్న శరీరంతో పరుగులు పెట్టాను, కానీ దిక్కులేని దానిగా మిగిలాను. ఈ మాయదారి రోకల్లో పురుష దౌర్జన్యం సావాలి, లేకపోతే ఆడది లేని రాజ్యం రావాలి, లేకపోతే ఆడది లేని రాజ్యం రావాలి. నేను పునర్జన్మ తాళి తాటకనవుతాను, చండాలుడిని చెండి ప్రచండనై శూలంతో చెండాడుతాను. హైకోర్టు, సుప్రీంకోర్టు, పోలీసు ఎన్ని ఉన్నా తప్పలేదు నాకు నరకయాతన మరణం. ఆడపిల్ల బాల్యం, యవ్వనం, వృద్ధాప్యం అంతా ఎంతో భయానికం, ఘోరాతి ఘోరం. అక్క చెల్లి మీరు జర భద్రం. నమస్కారం. These
My
poems,
God, what a, I mean, very touching and very graphic description of the incident that happened. Very emotional, very, I mean, how could I was like, it was so much moving. I was like, deeply touching, deeply moving. I could not express. That was the it was about that incident that happened. Prabhasashstry ma'am has recited in Telugu. Uh, uh, I must salute you. That's it's like, you know, in continuation of that, there's a tribute. Uh, thank you, Amma. Please, Ravi Kiran sir, please.
thank you, thank you.
Namaskaram. My name is Ravi Kiran, Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh, India. Telugu, English?
Telugu.
I am reading poem in Telugu language. Thank you. Topic Antarvahini. That means unexposable river. The one river that was unexposable. Antarvahini. Heading, place and value. Sthanamu, viluva. అవును అది అంతర్వాహినే, కానీ దేశమంతా ప్రవహిస్తున్న ఓ మహానది. సాగరంతో సంగమం ఆ స్రవంతికి కుదరనిది. ఉత్తర వాహినో దక్షిణ వాహినో మాత్రమే కాదు, దిశలన్నిటా ప్రవహించే నది. పుష్కరాలు వర్తించనిది, అయినా అత్యంత విలువైనది. మిగిలిన నదుల్లా తాను కూడా 10 మందికి కనిపిస్తూ ప్రవహించాలని తనకెంత కోరికున్నా అణచుకొని అంతర్వాహినిగానే ఉంటుంది, ఉండాలది. సురగంగకు శివుని జటాజూటంలా హృదయ కమలం తనకు అలా. తానే గనుక బహిర్వాహిని అయితేనా ఇహ అంతే సంగతులు. విలువ పతనమైపోతుంది, పవిత్రత కోల్పోతుంది, దేశ వ్యవస్థ కుప్ప కూలిపోతుంది. ఎందుకంటే ఆ అంతర్వాహినిలో ప్రవహించేది జలము కాదు, శోణితము అంటే బ్లడ్ అన్నమాట, రక్తం. ఆ అంతర్వాహినిలో ప్రవహించేది జలము కాదు, శోణితము గనుక ఆ దేశం కాదు, దేహం గనుక. ధన్యవాదాలు.
Wow, brilliant, sir, brilliant. Philosophical, you know, in relation with Antarvahini, the flow within, that's what he relates to, you know, blood and related to river. That's a beautiful, what do you call, I couldn't, metaphoric wordplay. Highly imaginative, highly literary, you know, in sense. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining. So beautiful, brilliant. That was Ravi Kiran. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Thank you, Prabhasashstry Amma. Thank you, Ravi sir. Thank you for joining. Thank you,
very
sir.
much. Thank you, sir.
Now let me take the honor of welcoming I got this. I mean, it's like it's just a fluke. I mean, so I've got to know he's a very well-known author, writer, a poet, and who is having a very good influence in the poetic realm. Please welcome Jairam Shesadhri.
Thank you, Prasanna ji. I'm so honored to be with you all, and I'm kicking myself that I've gotten to know you all so late. But I was just wondering whether we could get a translation of these Telugu poems that were posted, that can be posted to the links as well. I'd be very, very grateful if you could do that. well, it's kind of so nice to be able to connect because of poetry, and then also discuss, the topical issues of the day, even if they are full of anguish. So I'm not going to dwell on the sadness that is in everyone's hearts. I'll just read a couple of poems that are, on the whole, optimistic. I hope everyone can hear me.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes? Yes. Okay. Okay, the first poem is called Smile. What color shall I paint those twinkling stars? They so small, are they worth painting at all? Well, perhaps a tinge of red would do just fine. Then again, red dots on black would jar the mind. And to paint them at all, I need to grow. No, not in the physical realm, but in the more within where gods reside, that would paint a nimbus around, paint all besides. And why stop with mere palette and brush? Why stop with deep pink, even a green hush? Why, I'll arrange the stars into a mighty, smiley face, one that cheers all from above with sheer grace. I just want to say one thing about thank you. I just want to say one thing about the whole issue of women being exploited. And that is that I think there should be more. I mean, I'm not trying to justify anything that happened, and the males need to grow up as well. But I think there should be more unity among women across the spectrum. That's one thing I just wanted to share with you all. I just want to read one more poem, and it's titled "The Great Unrememberer." And there's a quote by William Wordsworth that triggered this poem, and it goes, Wordsworth said, "The best portion of a good man's life is his little, nameless, unremembered acts of kindness." So I wrote, in the here and now, and indeed in the great beyond, the great unrememberer keeps the cosmos humming, the meteors streaming, leaving blazing trails, arranges for an eclipse of our sun now and then eclipses other larger suns elsewhere that get swallowed up by black holes, and then decides, enough, a sunstorm now, and a moonstorm that triggers a tsunami of wild that alters destinies of the many. And a billion light years away, in another cosmos, the great unrememberer fashions new planets for races who are defiling their current abode beyond repair, beyond care, far from performing only such acts of cosmic significance. The great unrememberer humbly kneels and provides she-shells in not so distant shores, so children may dig these many-colored baubles, spit on them, polish them on their soiled t-shirts, and put them away in a jar to be forgotten, not giving a thought to the great unrememberer who provided, not giving a thought to the ridiculous white fluffs of cloud hovering, assuming shapes of hope, not giving a thought to the unremembered thoughts that emanate from a benign I, and in a continual stream, that of the great rememberer, who himself is eternally hidden, yet continually performs the next unremembered act. Thank you, Prasanna ji. I really appreciate this opportunity for giving me this time.
What a beautiful presentation, sir. How beautiful. Wow. Wow. Paint a smile on your face. Yeah, exactly. Always. The great alignment with me.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Molly, and hi, Santosh. Those are the only two faces I recognize apart from Prasanna ji himself. But it's so lovely to see all of you, and I hope we all can keep in touch through the auspices of Prasanna ji.
Yeah. In fact, so excited and happy to meet you here, Jairam. And the way you present things, your cosmic vision of life, all all embracing, the kind of what I would say, your worldview, the sober stance, the need of the smile. All these come up so beautifully, my dear Jairam. And you have enthused our environment today. Be here every time. Prasanna space is such a space that is full of the kind of vibrant presence of contemporaneity, of the past, everything. It is all inclusive. This dear Prasanna is a miracle merchant, actually, pooling poetic souls together, gelling them like anything. Thank you, Prasanna, for these kinds of interventions by capable people, poetic souls. Thank you.
Two words for Jairam ji. I'm amazed. Thank you.
So, sorry, who's this?
This is Kanchan Bhattacharya.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh, I'm amazed.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Indeed, sir.
I hope we all keep in touch.
Please welcome Dr. Col.Gopal Purdhani. Is that it?
Thank you very, very, very much, Prasanna ji, for giving me for this opportunity. And I would like to change over to Hindi atmosphere from the English what I have. A few days back, there was a Kavi Smellen here, and somebody and the organizers, particularly, they wanted me to speak on Delhi city, Delhi, where I live. So, whatever I could jot down, I have written down, and a few lines I read about Delhi, and then, if you permit me, I have got another small poem, short poem, in which I've tried to explain what is the solution of today's prevalent problems. So, with your permission, I start. कि भारत में एक सुंदर नगर है विख्यात दिल्ली के नाम से, जहां हर नागरिक मिलता है सबको बहुत सम्मान से। इस शहर की खासियत है, ये देश की राजधानी है। जितना पुराना देश हमारा, उतनी इसकी कहानी है। इसी शहर में स्थापित है राष्ट्रपिता की समाधि, यहाँ पर शीश झुकाने सारी दुनिया है आती। कुतुब मीनार भी यहाँ पर है, जामा मस्जिद और बिरला मंदिर भी। कुतुब मीनार भी यहाँ पर है, जामा मस्जिद और बिरला मंदिर भी। आबादी के लिहाज से ये शहर है एक समंदर भी। मैं इस नगर का वासी हूँ, ये शहर बहुत अजीब है, भारत मिलेगा जो यहाँ आपके दिल के करीब है। एक बार तो बनता है आपका भी दिल्ली शहर में आना, अच्छा लगे तो अपना लेना, यहाँ ही बस जाना। ये दिल्ली के बारे में है जो कि मुझे हुक्म हुआ था कि मैं उसके बारे में कुछ पढूं। अब मैं एक ऐसी प्रॉब्लम जो कि आजकल सभी जगह पर है, धर्म, रिलीजन। कोई कहता है मेरा रिलीजन अच्छा है, कोई कहता है मेरा रिलीजन अच्छा है। मैं तो कहता हूँ जो अपना लिया वही आप सबसे अच्छा है। तो उसके ऊपर कुछ लाइनें हैं। प्रसन्ना साहब, आपका परमिशन हो तो मैं पढ़ूंगा कि मैं पर्वतों का वासी हूँ, मैं पर्वतों का वासी हूँ, मेरा मेरा आकाश बहुत छोटा है। मैं पर्वतों का वासी हूँ, मेरा आकाश बहुत छोटा है, मैदान में रहने वालों का खुला अंतरिक्ष होता है। आकाश वैसे तो कुछ भी नहीं, आकाश वैसे तो कुछ नहीं, ये फैलाव है नजरों का। ये मेरा है वो तेरा है, मसला है ये झगड़ों का। छोड़ो इन बातों को, चलो अपना जीवन जीते हैं। कुदरत के इतने रस दिए, उन्हीं रसों को पीते हैं। और जो जिस्ट है, जो मैं आप सबको अर्ज करना चाहता हूं कि आप इस पर ध्यान दीजिए। ये तेरा धर्म, वो मेरा धर्म, मालिक तो सबका एक है। तो सुना साहब, ये तेरा धर्म, वो मेरा धर्म, मालिक तो सबका एक है। जो जिसने अपना लिया वही धर्म श्रेष्ठ है। जो जिसने अपना लिया वही धर्म श्रेष्ठ है। सारे धर्म वहां तक लेके जाते हैं। तो ये प्रॉब्लम अगर सिद्ध हो जाए कि हम सब धर्मों को रिस्पेक्ट करें, अपना अपना धर्म जो भी है उसको मनाएं, और जो और कोई धर्म मानता है, मालिक तो सबका एक है। धन्यवाद, धन्यवाद प्रसन्ना जी।
धन्यवाद सर। मालिक तो सबका एक ही है, बिल्कुल सर। ये तेरा है, वो ये मेरा है।
ये तेरा धर्म, वो मेरा धर्म, मालिक तो सबका एक है। जिसने जो अपना लिया वो ही धर्म श्रेष्ठ। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया जी।
Please give a round of applause, my dear. Please welcome lovely Kanchan Bhattacharya, sir, Honorable Colonel. Yeah. Sir.
Good evening, everybody. I'm a person not very easy to live with, as defined by somebody present here. I'm a rebel. Well, I'm in agreement with the poems that have been brought about over the Calcutta event. And my friends there are doing a wonderful job trying to put things in order in Calcutta. They have taken to the streets. And while I don't support the events in Bangladesh, I do support what is happening in Kolkata, trying to sort out these animals. Unfortunately, a lady in power herself is supporting the criminals. I need not say more. I had prepared plenty of poems for today, but keeping in view that time is short, I'll read two poems, one in Bengali and one in English. If you permit me, Prasanna, I'm going ahead with the one in English first, and then when I discover the other one, I'll get along with this. This is a poem I wrote today. Running along. There is no peace in the night when you speak to me with intimate words in the parenthesis of your caresses. I sleep in a sea of turmoil, brewed with kisses. You are the sound of my heart in I am's meeting arrhythmias of trochees. In soft voices and wuthering rain dreams, nestling in the twilight in the garden of Eros. No, there is no peace. The tides weaving their waves upon the storyboard shores, and the roar of ecstasies arriving in frenzied moments of flights to unknowns making themselves known. Yet again, I seem to find the fragrance, living a lifetime in minutes of turbulent touches, and the sound of solitaires tingling like chimes in the breeze as the rain in the dawn invites, nay, implores me to dance, and I don't know how to. Peace is a truant being. I sleep, resting my head in the warmth of a lover's breast. At long last, I discover tranquility is a misnomer, and yet it is the slow drumbeat of heart sound. Chance, discovery, uninhibited terrain, waving bulrushes. That was one. Okay, I hope this is part of a book which I'm compiling. It's going to be called Eros. I'm halfway through, another 10 odd pages, and then I'll be done. So let me find my Bengali poem, which I will not bother you with the entire poem, but part of it. The poem is about a place very close to the Nobel laureate Tagore's place. His house is in Jorasanko in Kolkata, and nearby there is a place, the red light area of India, the worst one. Jorasanko and Sonagachi are sisters locations. Okay, let me not go into the Bengali one at all. Oh, let me wait. I'll read the first line to get into the mood. Achi. Achi means we are, we exist. Achi bolleo cholbe. Achi bolleo cholbe. Janalaye daniye guni maumachi. Sthir স্তব্ধ মুখ অস্তিত্ব কেউ কালো কেউ সাদা এ বাড়ি আর ও বাড়ি কেউ পুবের কেউ বলে না কত দূর কোন সীমানার আমরা ওই মেয়েরা বাঙালি বিহারি সাঁওতালি নেপালি তামিল ওড়িয়া সব ছেড়ে এসেছি এ ঘরে কেঁদে মার খেয়ে উপসে হেরে উড়িয়ে সব ছেড়ে মায়ের পেশায় বিকৃতা যৌবন স্ফীতা অ্যামাজন ব্রাজিলের নদী নই তবু আছি In translation, it begins with the title, We Exist. It's okay to say we exist. Standing at the window, counting bees. Still, silent, dumb existence. Some are dark, some are fair, this house and that. Some from the east, some say nothing from which far away border we came. The girls, Bengali, Bihari, Santals, Nepali, Tamil, Odisha. We have left all and came into this house crying, beaten, defeated in starvation, thrown all to the winds, sold to a mother's profession, swollen breasts, that Amazon from Brazil. No, we are not, but we exist. A rusting iron cage, a dying poet dreams of a nearby place. Jorasanko, cigarette smoke, of ink, of faded blood, in the happiness of long sighs. He writes lyrics, and seeks at our doors his lost love. I laugh when he says He wants only me in this broken cattle shed. At dusk, the lamp is lit. When I wear vermilion, the breeze in the window, from the darkness in the breeze, the darkness in the breeze fills the sky, and from the sky, a cavalcade of weeping stars. There is no joy, no sarcasm, no attraction. My kisses fill somebody's hunger and someone's heart. I exist here, a scarlet flower in laments, black darkness, a millstone upon our breasts. We live holding hands. In this happy world, by the roadside, upon the soil, wet with the pimp's urine, this is Sonagachi, the cold morgue of Kolkata, the cold morgue of Kolkata. We are not humans, though this life goes on. We exist. Thank you.
My God. What a description, sir. Oh, anybody would like to react? Roopali ma'am, Satinder ma'am, Sreeedharan sir, Shesadhri sir. Yes.
I think that was a wonderfully brutal exposition of the lives that women have to lead and are forced to lead. And this kind of the oldest profession in the world, that of the prostitute, where they are brought, and the way, sometimes we depict in cinema and all as if the woman is so glamorous and so beautiful, the courtesan, but actually the actual truth is what Kanchan Bhattacharya has brought out, the lurid, fetid space in which the prostitute has to live. You see a lot of this in African literature too, the depiction of the prostitute. Thank you so much for your wonderful poems this evening.
Thank you, Kanchan sir. Thank you. That was so profound and so magnificent. Kind of.
Thank you very much.
Loud your presence, sir. Please welcome Sreeedharan Parokode. Before that, please give a round of applause to Kanchan Bhattacharya.
Sreeedharan.
First, my English poem. Then I am happy. Then I am happy. This is the very short one. My pen will find it comfortable when humanity is not murdered on the ground, off the shore, in and out of the pilgrim place. My pen will find it comfortable when humanity is not murdered on the ground, off the shore, in and out of pilgrim place. It stops writing as it sees a simple bird flies for want of water. As it sees a simple bird flies for want of water. My pen takes its own ink to refill as it sees truth is honored and helping hands extended. Truth is honored and helping hand extended. And it follows my Malayalam, some lines. Kuttiyude moham, a child's wish. Kuttiyude moham. പുഴയുടെ കരയിലിരിക്കാൻ മോഹം, കുളിരിൽ കല്ലുകൾ തിരയാൻ മോഹം, പിടയും മീനിനെ വെള്ളം നിറയും തോട്ടിലിറക്കാൻ നല്ലൊരു മോഹം. പുഴയുടെ കരയിലിരിക്കാൻ മോഹം, കുളിരിൻ കല്ലുകൾ തിരയാൻ മോഹം, പിടയും മീനിനെ വെള്ളം നിറയും തോട്ടിലിറക്കാൻ നല്ലൊരു മോഹം. തോണി കളിക്കാനുണ്ടൊരു മോഹം, നീന്തിത്തുഴയാൻ അതിലും മോഹം, കാലുവഴുക്കും കാറ്റിനെ എന്നും നേരെ നടത്താനുണ്ടൊരു മോഹം.
തോണി കളിക്കാനുണ്ടൊരു മോഹം നീന്തി തുഴയും അതിലും മോഹം കാലുവഴുക്കും കാറ്റിനെ എന്നും നടത്താനെന്നും മോഹം. Thank you, thank you.
Oh, mellifluous, beautiful singing, and I like the pen.
Yeah.
Sreeedharan ji, I was waiting for the lilt of that Malayalam thing, It makes us so nostalgic,
Yeah.
That, what do you call? You're rubbing against your own mother tongue, and then the special feel it comes.
Yeah.
The moham.
Yeah.
Yeah. The child's, the
Yeah.
dream of touching the sea, seeing the fish splash.
Ah,
Wow.
that's why I wrote പുഴയുടെ കരയിലിരിക്കാൻ മോഹം കുളിരിൻ കല്ലുകൾ തിരയാൻ മോഹം.
Beautiful. What a resonance. It resonates.
Sreedharanji,
Yeah.
you know what? I do not follow Malayalam at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I felt that since I'm a percussionist of your, I felt like beginning the dhol, not the dhol, the mridangam.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there is a beauty in this creation of yours.
Yeah.
That is the flow and the meter.
Yeah.
And it is, it is pulsating.
Yeah.
Okay. I really loved it. Okay. I would like a translation of this whenever you can.
And
I am on Facebook. You can always send me this.
Okay.
I'll be very grateful to you. Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Namaskar.
Yeah, but that was Sreeedharan Parokode. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Mehxabeen Hussain, the wonderful poet.
Hi, everyone. I will read a short poem first and then maybe the other one. The name of the poem is called Blood. Words drip from her pen like blood drips from her wounds. Guzzling of red ink, staining of the sheets, recollections and reminiscence fill up the bean. White pages with clots of shriveled red all smell of poetry in human skin. This is the first poem. And the second poem is called When You Lose Somebody. When you lose somebody, you lose talks. You lose time spent together, like a leaf fallen never to be a part of the tree again. You lose the warmth in your heart, the laughter once shared, and a piece of yourself that's beyond repair. When you lose somebody, you lose a chapter from your story, a constellation dimmed in your sky, a melody silenced in your waiting room, like a star fallen from the heavens, never to grace your night again. You lose a piece of your soul forever changed by the absence. When you lose somebody, you lose the dance of shadows on the wall, the echo of footsteps in the hall, the ringing of a bell of longing, like a river diverted from its course, never to meander back into your life. You lose the colors of dawn, fading into a muted canvas of dusk. When you lose somebody, you lose the scent of that familiar cologne, the comfort of a well-worn stone, like a candle extinguished in the storm, never to guide you through the darkness. You lose the poetry of pulsating throbs, now silent in the arteries of your heart. When you lose somebody, you lose the map to uncharted mountains and a touch that once mended broken strands. Like a phoenix that has now ceased to rise, never to soar on wings of hope again, you lose the taste of sweet memories, turning bitter in the passage of time. When you lose somebody, you lose the anchor that held you steady, the compass that guided you to yourself, like a lighthouse engulfed by the sea, never to shine its light to safety. You lose the joy of shared journeys, now adrift in the vast ocean of solitude. When you lose somebody, you lose your favorite stanza from a song, whose familiarity once eased your pain, like a masterpiece missing a chord, never to resonate as whole again. You lose the cadence of shared laughter, echoing softly in the corridors of memory. When you lose somebody, you lose the bloom of the spring's first flower, the promise of rain after droughts hour, like a garden withered by frost embrace, never to revive its once vibrancy. You lose the sunrise over tranquil seas, now swallowed by the endless night's unease. When you lose somebody, you lose the romance that danced in the breeze, the laughter that echoed through autumn's trees. You lose a piece of your heart's sacred art, forever marked by the absence torn apart, like a town silenced by winter's chill, never to thaw in the warmth of your will. Thank you, everyone.
My God, wow, 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 wow. So, how old are you? You have put everything
I'm
out in
34 years old. I'm a mother of a
you put
6-year-old child.
everything.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, you know. You have what do you call encapsulated the intensity of losing. Yeah? The right imageries, condensed ones there, they resonate. Thank you, Ms. Beans.
Mehxabeen, a poem in rejoinder, first stanza only. Dawn, poems happen, blood is often wine. Poems happen, blood is often wine. When I heard you whisper, it was it time? Without limit, without fiery breath. Without limit, without fiery breath, twisting like cyclones in roads cleft. Between choices we had, midnight trysts. Yes, I long to hold on to the breeze and to the mist. Your poem, is a movement. Thank you.
कुमार जी, सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट यू, मेरा हिंदी का एक पोएम रह गया था जो मैंने आज के लिए लिखा था, वो मुझे मिला नहीं इस टाइम. कैन आई कंटिन्यू विद दैट?
No, I think I need to wait for a while, ma'am, because since many are inviting, so after
हिंदी इंग्लिश, हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों बोलना था. वो आई वाज नॉट गेटिंग दैट पोएम, दैट्स व्हाई आई वाज वेटिंग टू गो विद
please wait, please hold on for a while. Please,
हाँ,
please.
मैंने can I start with my poem?
No, please wait, hold on for a while. Since
Okay, let me know, please.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Mehxabeen. Such a, I mean, what a brilliant brilliance. I mean, oh, well, just mesmerizing, I would say.
Thank you so much,
Please
Prasanna.
thank you, ma'am. Please welcome Satinder Kaur. Yes, sir. Ma'am, please unmute your mic.
Thank you, Prasanna ji, and good evening to you and everyone present here. Good evening, good morning, whatever regions they are in. And please accept my warm greetings. And I am before you with my poem on mother and nature. How there is a lot of similarity between the women and the nature. Be it nature or mother, she creates a heaven of bliss. Life blooms in her care. Nothing, it seems, can go amiss. Life blooms in her care. Nothing, it seems, can go amiss. Her gentle touch, a caress of the morning's first light. Her gentle touch, a caress of the morning's first light, whispering comfort in the hushed silence of the night. In the cradle of love and solace, she rocks us to sleep. In the cradle of love and solace, she rocks us to sleep. Forgetting her own comfort and rest, she helps us dream in peace. Forgetting her own comfort and rest, she helps us dream in peace. Her arms, like a banyan's branches long. Her arms, like a banyan's branches strong, provide relief and shade in violent storms. Graceful in her gait, like the moon across the sky. Graceful in her gait, like the moon across the sky, a goddess incarnate, observing with watchful eye. A goddess incarnate, observing with watchful eye. Like Ma Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom and art, inspires us with knowledge, with a generous heart. She becomes a warrior queen, donning Ma Durga's spirit. She becomes a warrior queen, donning Ma Durga's spirit, fights away the evildoers with courage and might. Her power, like the ocean, vast and deep. Her power, like the ocean, vast and deep, keeps at bay the wicked spirits. Annapurna she is. Annapurna she is, with nurturing hands, nourishes the soul through the production from land. Nourishes the soul through the production from land. From earth's womb, the seedlings sprout. From earth's womb, the seedlings sprout, piercing its dark and sturdy surface, just as a child emerges to light, causing a mother the birthing throes. Both nature and mother show signs of vulnerability. Vulnerability too. Nature often suffers hurts from man's evil, greedy designs. To plunder her riches, he opens her intestines. To plunder her riches, he opens her intestines. Mother, kindness incarnate, taken for granted by her own children. In every role she dons, she shines anew. In every role she dons, she shines anew, a strong tribute to her vigor in whatever she pursues. A strong tribute to her vigor in whatever she pursues. Both are forgiving, gracious givers. Both are forgiving, gracious givers, nurturing and nourishing, showing how to live. Nurturing and nourishing, showing how to live. Thank you.
Mother, sure. Beautiful, ma'am. Oh, you related. Kanchan sir, would you like to say something?
As always, I'm a fan of hers. Today also, I'd asked Prasanna, is Ma'am Satinder coming or not?
Oh, sir, I am humbled. I don't think that my level is that you are asking for me.
No. I asked him specifically. You asked Prasanna, you can verify. Okay, I did ask him if she's coming.
I don't doubt whatever you have said.
No, I love the flow that you create,
Thank you. Thank you so
that
much.
is why it's very, very smooth and soothing. That's
Thank
what it
you
is.
so much. So much.
Thank you.
And your poems are also really very deep, profound, and mesmerizing also. And you are doing so much of work. You are writing your own books. I am just at that level when I write something and I can present here only.
Nirpak Kalam. is a Punjabi newspaper. Are you part of that?
Uh,
Nirpak
uh,
Kalam.
no,
No,
I am not. I am
you
not
don't
a part of that.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, sir.
Please welcome Reema Rai Singh. Reema Rai Singh, a lovely, beautiful poet. Please welcome her.
Thank you so much, Prasanna ji, for giving me such a wonderful opportunity. Namaskar, everyone. आज मैं एक मुक्तक और एक गजल करना चाहती थी, पर जैसे कि मैंने सभी को देखा, तो मैं एक कविता और अपनी एक गजल रखने की परमिशन चाहती हूँ। कविता का शीर्षक है सही बोला है। ना गलत बोला है, ना सही बोला है, ना गलत बोला है, ना सही बोला है, जो बोलना है मैंने वही बोला है। कब तक करूं लिहाज, कब तक करूं लिहाज, कब तक अदब करूं, बोलते हो कुछ भी पर सोचते नहीं। कब तक मैं चुप रहूंगी, कब तक तुम्हें सहूंगी, कब तक मैं चुप रहूंगी, कब तक तुम्हें सहूंगी। मेरे धैर्य का भी बांध अब टूटने लगा है, सब्र का भी साथ अब छूटने लगा है। मौन को हमारी कमजोरी मत समझना, मौन को हमारी कमजोरी मत समझना, नारी नहीं है अबला, तुम होश में आ जाओ। कब तक मैं चुप रहूंगी, कब तक तुम्हें सहूंगी, अब दूंगी हर जवाब, आकलन करो तुम बैठ कर कहीं पर। क्या बोला है मैंने, क्या नहीं बोला है, ना गलत बोला है, ना सही बोला है, जो बोलना है मैंने वही बोला है। दूसरी मेरी गजल है, मैं श्रृंगार रस की हूँ, तो प्रसन्ना जी, मैं फर्स्ट टाइम ये गजल जो है वो प्रस्तुत कर रही हूँ, और मैं तहत में पढ़ती हूँ पर तरन्नुम भी पढ़ने की कोशिश करूंगी। ऐसे तो मैं बहुत बेसुरी हूँ, फिर भी मैं कोशिश करूंगी। मौसम खफा सा क्यों है, कोई बात हो गई, कोई बात हो गई, कोई बात हो गई, कोई बात हो गई। निकली वो अपने घर से कि बरसात हो गई, निकली वो अपने घर से कि बरसात हो गई। दुनिया को क्या बताऊं कि है दिल का हाल क्या, दिल का हाल क्या, दिल का हाल क्या। लगता है आज इश्क की शुरुआत हो गई, लगता है आज इश्क की शुरुआत हो गई। खामोशियों का उनकी रहा ऐसा कुछ असर, ऐसा कुछ असर, ऐसा कुछ असर। बोली बिना ही उनसे हर एक बात हो गई, बोली बिना ही उनसे हर एक बात हो गई। ये जिस्म गर जुदा भी है, रूही अब एक है, रूही अब एक है, रूही अब एक है। कितनी अजब ये सूरत हालात हो गई, कितनी अजब ये सूरत हालात हो गई। थोड़ी सी हम है उन, थोड़ी सी हम है उनमें, वो थोड़ी सी हम में है, वो थोड़ी सी हम में है, वो थोड़ी सी हम में है। लगता है जिंदगी से मुलाकात हो गई, लगता है जिंदगी से मुलाकात हो गई। छाई वो इस कदर है ख्यालों में आजकल, ख्यालों में आजकल, ख्यालों में आजकल। हम बेखबर है दिन है या अब रात हो गई, हम बेखबर है दिल है या अब रात हो गई। आखिरी शेर है गजल का। बरसात तुझको मेरा तहे दिल से शुक्रिया, तहे दिल से शुक्रिया, तहे दिल से शुक्रिया। वो मिल गई तो जिंदगी सौगात हो गई, वो मिल गई तो जिंदगी सौगात हो गई। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सभी का।
Oh, beautiful, ma'am. Nice singing. Wow, wonderful. Keep. Ji. Kanchan sir, please unmute, unmute. Unmute, sir, unmute your mic, please. Kanchan sir, unmute your mic, please.
What I'm saying is this fits in with Rag Yaman and the beat is Dadra. Okay, मैं जिंदगी के साथ निभाता चला गया, हर फिक्र को धुएं से उड़ाता चला गया. राग यमन दादरा.
Thank you so much.
Super. Excellent, sir.
Excellent, excellent poetry.
2-1-2-1 और
Yeah.
1-2-1 2-1-2 तो
2-1.
इस पर ही है.
Dhadinna natinna, dhadinna natinna, dhadinna natinna, dhadinna natinna.
जी.
Yeah. Okay. That's the beat.
Wow. Beautiful, Reema ma'am. Thank you for reading out. Yeah, I mean singing out first time. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends.
Chalo.
So please welcome Dr. Roopali Sircar Gaur.
Sanna, can you call me one poet? I think I've lost my poem somewhere. Can you call somebody else and then I'll come in?
Oh, sure. Please welcome Issac Cohen. Issac. Issac, please unmute your mic. Issac.
Yes. Dear Kumar, dear Dr. Roopali, dear friends. Issac Cohen, a young girl returned to the cradle in which she murmured her first words. Her lips whispered again a prayer for peace. The cannon shells flew around as though there is no spring. Only one good demon vision enveloped her and took her to a safe place. I helped him tell the story. And second, Issac Cohen, love. I touch you, your mind and twist with the angels of the throne. Thank you, Issac Cohen, Israel, and I hope the peace, yes, and I hope the peace will come soon because we need the peace to live. Thank you.
That was Issac. Please give it a round of applause, my dear friends. Sorry, Issac, I just.
Thank you.
My poems. Thanks, dear friend from Israel. He always talks of peace. That's what this forum is all about.
Yes.
We are so free to express our thoughts and feelings on this forum. Thank you, Prasanna, and thank you for always inviting me. We began, when I joined you, our poet Poswal was reading about life and how we have to live our lives and enjoy our lives. And despite so many things happening, the life force continues. I'm going to read 2 poems, they're short ones, I hope. They're really about the very poor women who make tremendous contribution to our lives. We are very far away sometimes in our homes from poverty, and poverty rules a large number of people and especially women. So this is from the rice fields. Knee-deep in sinking, waterlogged fields, Kannamma Sundari and Varalakshmi and Ramakali are planting the paddy seedlings. Bent double with the back-breaking rows of women. The leeches hook themselves to their toes, blood oozing, sweat, dripping, body aching. These are our agricultural women. These that fill our bellies. Their newborn babes fast asleep from hanging hammocks and some tied to their aching backs. The paddy fields soon turn green and lush, dancing to the wind's wand. They will seed and plant and harvest and winnow and preserve, remaining hungry many a night forever. Cart loads will trundle to the grain bazaar, and the landlord's prosperous pockets will jingle. Next time, look carefully at that fancy packet of long-grained basmati rice you buy from the grocery store. Next time, look carefully at that fancy packet of long-grained basmati rice you buy from the grocery store. See if it mentions the toil of women of the soil in its list of nutrients. So in the list of nutrients, there is no record of the toil of these women. So this is to our women who work on our fields, very little to eat themselves. Then this is another one about Astar Kali, the recyclist. On her way home from work, 70-year-old Astar Kali, the grass cutter, picks up strewn plastic and empty liquor bottles thrown callously on the roadside. Brown paper bags, cardboard boxes, broken buckets, leftover food carriers, ice cream boxes, and sticky milk packets. She stuffed them all into a handy sack, hiding it under the tall peepal tree where they say ghosts hang out. Her booty is safe here, thanks to the ghosts. An emaciated cow or two nuzzle or stay the night in home. Astar Kali brings bajra roti to feed them. Weekends yield a bounty. Drunkards and merrymakers abound. There are bottles and packets everywhere. Then on an auspicious day, Suleiman the kabadiwala comes along and buys it all from her. She bargains for a little more. He will sell it to the recycling factory, where all this will make reusable, biodegradable carry bags. On his way back, he will buy a fowl or some goat trotters for dinner. His wife, Nasreen Begum, will flavor it with fresh coriander and green chilies and red chilies, powder, onions, and garlic, all from her tiny kitchen garden. The hungry mongrel Kalu will get the bones and be supremely happy. Astar Kali will buy some sugar to make sweet pumpkin halwa for her grandchildren. The seeds she had sown crept up to her roof and left 2 plump pumpkins for this sweet day. In a brown rum bottle, Astar Kali grows a money plant. Somebody threw away. She calls it her Lakshmi plant. So these women contribute in their own way to their own sustenance and to the sustenance of this soil. And we hold up half the sky. So the exploitation that we talk about, we have to address poverty in a very big way. And individually, as a nation, as a people. Thank you so much.
Very well said, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for thought-provoking, rendition and presentation, utterance. Thank you as always, ma'am. Yeah, please, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Roopali? both your poems were so was a visual treat. You know, your words, each sentence made it for a picture in my mind, right up to the packet of basmati rice and the kabadi wala and the green chilies and red chilies and what have you. So in both the poems, there was a lot of, it was a visual treat.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I also want to say the same thing, you know. She is, you know, unimaginably close to life. Whatever she brings out point-wise, like Jayaji just now said, that basmati thing. Another word that she used was nutrients. You know, what she has spoken is also a nutrient to my poetry, because I will think in those lines. And thank you for the inspiration. Thank you, Roopali ji.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jaya ma'am. Thank you, Roopali ma'am. Beautiful. I'm just speechless. I am just speechless of what to say. Please welcome Shyama Prasad Patnaik, sir. Shyama Prasad Patnaik.
Yes, sir. 1 minute. Thank you, Prasad sir, and the entire team of Fertile Brains. And good evening to all my poet friends. I am very sorry about the Kolkata incident. It is a shame to our nation. For that, I have written a Oriya poem and one English poem also I have written. English is on different subject. So let me first, as a tribute to the lost soul, the great soul, the doctor, I am reciting my Odia poem. The title of my Odia poem is Matrubhumi Ebam Nari Samman. ମୋ କବିତାର ଶୀର୍ଷକ ମାତୃଭୂମି ଏବଂ ନାରୀ ସମ୍ମାନ। ମୋ କବିତା ଏଇଭଳି। ସାହସୀ ସ୍ୱାଧୀନତା ସଂଗ୍ରାମୀ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ସେମାନଙ୍କର ପ୍ରତିବଦ୍ଧତା ଏବଂ ବଳିଦାନର ପରାକାଷ୍ଠା ପାଇଁ ପ୍ରତିବର୍ଷ ଆମେ ମନେ ପକାଇଥାଉ। ପବିତ୍ର ନଦୀ ଗଙ୍ଗା ଯମୁନା ଦେଶମାତୃକାର ଶରୀରକୁ ଅମୃତ ଧାରାରେ ଧୋଇବାର ମନୋରମ ଦୃଶ୍ୟ, ମହାସାଗରର ଅଥଳ ନୀଳ ଜଳରାଶି ମାତାର ପଦଧୌତ କରି ଅମୃତ ଆସ୍ୱାଦନ କରିବା ଆମକୁ ଆହ୍ଲାଦିତ କରିଥାଏ। କିନ୍ତୁ ଗଭୀର ଦୁଃଖ ଏବଂ ପରିତାପର ବିଷୟ, ଆଜି ସଭ୍ୟତାର ଶୀର୍ଷସ୍ଥାନ ଅକ୍ତିଆର କରିବାର ଅଧିକାର ଆମମାନଙ୍କ ହାତରୁ ଖସିଗଲା। ଆଶ୍ଚର୍ଯ୍ୟ, ଆମ ମଧ୍ୟରେ ଆଦିମ ହିଂସ୍ର ପ୍ରକୃତି ପାଶବିକ ଅତ୍ୟାଚାର ପାଇଁ କିପରି ଆମକୁ ପ୍ରସ୍ତୁତ କଲା। ଆମ ଦେଶ ନାରୀମାନଙ୍କ ସମ୍ମାନ ଏବଂ ସମୃଦ୍ଧି ପାଇଁ ବଦ୍ଧପରିକର। କିନ୍ତୁ ଏ କଣ, ସ୍ୱାଧୀନତା ଦିବସ ପାଳନର ଅବ୍ୟବହିତ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ସମସ୍ତ ଦେଶବାସୀଙ୍କ ମୁହଁରେ କାଳିମା ବୋଳିଦେଲା। ବର୍ବରତାର ଶୀର୍ଷସ୍ଥାନ ଅକ୍ତିଆର କରି ଏବଂ କୋମଳ ଏବଂ ଶାନ୍ତ ଦୀପ୍ତିମାନ ଡାକ୍ତରୀ ଛାତ୍ରୀର ମର୍ଯ୍ୟାଦା କ୍ଷୁଣ୍ଣ କରି ସର୍ବସ୍ୱ ଖିନଭିନ କରି ସଦ୍ୟ ପ୍ରସ୍ଫୁଟିତ ସୁନ୍ଦର ପୁଷ୍ପକୁ ପାଦରେ ଦଳିଦେଲା। ଆମ ଦେଶର ଅବିସ୍ମରଣୀୟ ଗୌରବ ଏହି ନିନ୍ଦନୀୟ ଘଟଣା ଦ୍ୱାରା ନୀଳ ଆକାଶକୁ କଳା ବାଦଲର ଆସ୍ତରଣରେ ଢାଙ୍କି ଦେଇଗଲା। ଆମର ସ୍ୱାଧୀନତା ଆମ ଦେଶକୁ ସର୍ବବୃହତ ଗଣତନ୍ତ୍ରରେ ରୂପାନ୍ତରିତ କଲା, କିନ୍ତୁ ଅସଭ୍ୟ ବର୍ବରତାର ସମସ୍ତ ସୀମା ଅତିକ୍ରମ କରିଗଲା। ଦୁନିଆର ସର୍ବବୃହତ ଧର୍ମନିରପେକ୍ଷ ଗଣତନ୍ତ୍ର ସାର୍ବଭୌମ ମତବାଲା ପ୍ରେମୀ ଦେଶପ୍ରେମୀଙ୍କ ପରି ଆମେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ତାଙ୍କ ପାଦ ତଳେ ମୁଣ୍ଡ ନୁଆଇଥାଉ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଦେଶ ଭିତରେ ଏହି ସନ୍ତ୍ରାସବାଦୀ ଠାରୁ ଭୟଙ୍କର ପଶୁମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆମେ ଉଚିତ ଶାସ୍ତି ଦେଇ ପୀଡ଼ିତାକୁ ତ୍ୱରିତ ନ୍ୟାୟ प्रदान करी भारत मातार नाम एवं काया कलुषित हेबारु रक्षा करिबा। एबेठु आमको प्रतिवर्ष एकता एवं अखंडता को बजाय रखी एवं नारी को सम्मान दे स्वाधीनता दिवस को पालन करिबा। आसंतु समस्त मिसी वज्र शपथ नेबा नारी समूह एवं भारत माता उपरे मंद नजर पकाउथिबा व्यक्ति को भर्त्सना करी दृढ़तार सह दमन करिबा। तो ये थिला मोर ओडिया कविता आउ आशा आपण मानक पसंद हेतिबो। The next piece which I am going to recite is in English. The title of my English poem is Honey Bees, Tiny Wonders. Beehives drooping from inaccessible tree branches, apartment balconies, swarm of bumblebees incessantly load nectar in hives, humming harmonious chorus of unity in pure jubilation. Bees tirelessly collect nectar hovering over red clover. Under queen stewardship, strive like loyal Spartan knights. Accumulate honey from barnyards, moving in diverse directions. Much inspiring, admirable, their steadfastness, resilience, and perseverance. Nothing thwarts tiny wonders to succeed in mission. Bethink minuscule creatures, endeavor whenever assigned tough tasks. Ephemeral creatures motivate everyone with their unusual skills. Itsy bitsy vibrant insects teach us unity and solidarity. Let's harness elixir of love and universal fraternity. And that is the end of my recitation. Thank you for watching and listening to me. Thank you.
Elixir of love. Let's, cherish. Beautiful, sir. Thank you for, reading out your poem in Odia and paying tribute to the, last week, the victim, whatever it is. Thank you, sir. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Shyama, Prasad, Patnaik. Please welcome Millie Das. Ma'am, please unmute your mic. Millie, ma'am, please unmute your mic.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead, ma'am.
Yes. Wait for a moment.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Okay,
Every day is same problem. Here is the same problem. Is there anyone left? Any poet?
We can hear you. I can hear you.
Actually, here is a problem in my mobile. Every day is the same problem.
But we can hear you, ma'am. Go ahead. You
No
wanna
one
go?
poet. Any other poet play?
Yeah. Ganga Lakshmi, ma'am.
After one poet, I'm
Yeah.
coming.
Please welcome Ganga Lakshmi, Dr. Ganga Lakshmi Patna.
Very pleasant evening to you all. Keeping in view of the Calcutta incident, I have prepared a poem. The title of the poem is Blue Sky Turned Grey. Blue Sky Turned Grey. Never did I say her, nor do I know her face, black or brown or fog white. Never did I see her, nor do I know her face, black or brown or fog white. Yet sky's huge stone of silence is hung against the breath of parents. Yet sky's huge stone of silence is hung against the breath of parents. And an ascetic darkness, Alice, fear among us. And an ascetic darkness, Alice, fear among us. Lady Doctor is just too stunning, humble, generous, alone in the seminar hall. Lady Doctor is just too stunning, humble, generous, alone in the seminar hall, where standing a wild wolf, his eyes unblinking and blazing, caught sight of Medico beneath lofty building, where standing a wild wolf, his eyes unblinking and blazing, caught sight of Medico beneath lofty building. His roving arm outstretched touched her with fire and flame. His roving arm outstretched touched her with fire and flame. Folding her hands, Medico cried, but no sign of anyone's solacing arrival. Folding her hands, Medico cried, but no sign of anyone's solacing arrival. In the night's darkness, he allegedly deflowered and killed her. In the night's darkness, he allegedly deflowered and killed her. Oh, this is the bloody game of life, where one gets dance of wild wolves. Oh, this is the bloody game of life, where one gets dance of wild wolves. What then is this life of a girl child? What then is this life of a girl child? This is my first poem. Second poem is the title is Be Aware of Wolves. Everywhere dance of wild wolves, be aware of these. Everywhere dance of wild wolves, be aware of this. Woman's breath takes away our breath when a girl becomes a rape victim. Woman's breath takes away our breath when a girl becomes a rape victim. Met life where everything went out of her sight. Met life where everything went out of her sight. When the truth came to light, logic fails. Reason slips into slow clatter of bones. When the truth came to light, logic fails. Reason slips into slow clatter of bones. Tongue losses. Fluency, words crumble under feet. Tongue losses. Fluency, words crumble under feet. All my life, I have been listening crime and murder against women. All my life, I have been listening crime and murder against women. Airstairs no good for a living, but each girl has right to protect against physical violence if someone poses imminent threat. Airstairs no good for a living, but each girl has a right to protect against physical violence if someone poses imminent threat. Use force. Do not go soft. Remember, other person has more strength. Use force. Do not go soft. Remember, other person has more strength. Scream at the top of voice to attract others' attention. Scream at the top of voice to attract others' attention. Girl can handle situation if learn self-defense. Today's context demands women empowerment for security. Girl can handle situation if learn self-defense. Today's context demands women empowerment for security. Her safety is a responsibility. Act like chili spray. Do work with pride. Put safety in stride. Her safety is a responsibility. Act like chili spray. Do work with pride. Put safety in stride. Now my poem is over. Thank you all for your patience listening.
Such a brilliant suggestion, and what do you call? Thanks for the tribute that you.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Please give a round of applause, my dear. Thank you. Please welcome Melly Jas.
Hello.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, Krishnaji. And I'm going through my poem, This is the same thing that I have written a poem. We want justice. How long will we be patient? We still be persecuted. We scream in the name of freedom. Is it really freedom? Every woman are unprotected. We are oppressed by the society's greed, lust, vile, satanic glee, rule, and exploitation. Is the brutal tyranny ever called freedom? The girl is screaming. Can you hear? The girl is writhing in pain. Can you hear? The girl wants to live. Can you hear? The girl wants to save many people. Can you hear? She wanted to come out behind the curtain. She wanted to see the morning glow. Where is sympathy? Where is compassion? Which civilization we are living in? The birds are falling. The flowers don't bloom. No one opens mouth to save her life. The dream is dying. At midnight, sky of India is down to the ground. From child to old, millions of people with a pale face walking on the street. It is my pain. It is my protest. It is my sorrow. It is my cry. After so many years of India's independence, we, the girl, really been able to be independent? Have we really got freedom? In the pages of history, again, a new chapter be created. We have only one demand. We want punishment. Only one punishment. You have to answer, Honorable Minister. We want justice. Let us die to this brutal rapist. This was the first one. And is there any time?
Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead. Go ahead.
My second poem, the name of my poem is The Pain of an Old Age. Life flows like a river, from childhood to adolescence, from adolescence to youth, from youth to adulthood. Thus, with the time we reach at the fate of an end life. Sometimes dreams come true, sometimes days pass in despair. It's time to leave all hopes and aspirations and go to the main destination of life. Time flies in the hope of a goal. At the end of twilight, unfulfilled desires always steer to failure. Mind oscillates between hope and despair. We can ascertain the exuberance of joy slowly fades from life. And uncertainty engulfs, from which it becomes very difficult to find a way out. Old age is too much painful. Really, old age is too much painful. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
Very nice, ma'am. Very nice. I like the protest one and the second one too as well. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. I think I'm exhausted. Ha. Please, ma'am, please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Shobha Deshpande.
थैंक यू वनकम सत श्री अकाल आप फोन उठाते नहीं ओके गुड इवनिंग गुड आफ्टरनून आई एम इन वन फंक्शन गच्चीबावली ललित कళలు తెలుగు का है ललित कళలు లలిత కళలు 64 కళలు 64 చతుషష్ట కళలు కళల కోసం కాదు సమాజ హితం కోసం దిస్ ఇస్ టైటిల్ शीर्षक है కళ కోసం కాదు సమాజ హితం కోసం ప్రతి మనిషిలో కళలుంటాయి किसी के इसमें 10 रहेंगे, किसी के इसमें 2 रहेंगे, किसी के इसमें 1 रहेंगे, लेकिन किसी न किसी इसमें कुछ न कुछ रहेंगे. ప్రతి మనిషిలో కళలుంటాయి. పాట పాడడం ఒక కళ. పాట పాడడం. పాట పాడడం ఒక కళ, వ్రాయడం ఒక కళ. వ్రాయడం ఒక కళ, రాగం తాళం పెట్టడం ఒక కళ. రాగం తాళం పెట్టడం ఒక కళ, కవిత్వం రాయడం ఒక కళ. కవిత్వం రాయడం ఒక కళ, కవిత్వాన్ని చక్కగా చదవడం ఒక కళ. కవిత్వాన్ని చక్కగా చదవడం ఒక కళ. సమాజంలో జరుగుతున్న సంఘటనలను చూస్తూ వ్రాయడం ఒక కళ. సమాజంలో జరుగుతున్న సంఘటనలను చూస్తూ వ్రాయడం ఒక కళ. సమాజం కోసం చక్కటి పదములను ఉపయోగించి కవిత రాయడం ఒక కళ. సమాజం కోసం చక్కటి పదములను ఉపయోగించి కవిత వ్రాయడం ఒక కళ. ఆకర్షణీయంగా తప్పులు లేకుండా చక్కగా చదవడం ఒక కళ. నృత్యంతో కూడా సమాజమును సరిదిద్దవచ్చు ఒక కళ. నృత్యంతో కూడా సమాజమును సరిదిద్దే ఒక కళ. సమాజమును తన నృత్య భంగిమలతో ప్రజలకు రంజింపజేయడం ఒక కళ. సమాజమునకు తన నృత్య భంగిమలతో ప్రజలకు రంజింపజేయడం ఒక కళ. जीवम उन्ना पेंटिंग भी बहुत अच्छा निकाल कर, अरे आंखें बहुत सुंदर है, बहुत जीव डाले वैसा है, ऐसा बोलते हैं ना. जीवम ఉన్న మనిషిలో పెయింటింగ్ వేయడం, చిత్రాన్ని కూడా తన కళలను 10 మందిలో పంచడం కోసం తాపత్రపడం ఒక కళ. జీవం ఉన్న మనిషిలో పెయింటింగ్ వేయడం ఒక కళ. జీవం ఉన్న మనిషిలో పెయింటింగ్ వేయడం ఒక కళ. చిత్రాన్ని కూడా తన కళలను 10 మందికి పంచడం కోసం తాపత్రపడే ఒక కళ. అన్ని కళలు సమాజ హితం కోసం కదా. అవునా కదా? అది కథ. ఏమిరా తెలుగులో
అవునా కాదా
అంటే కరెక్టే కదా నేను చెప్పింది అని.
కాదా?
అవును కదా అలా.
అవును కదా. అవునా కదా. यस यस.
मैं एक क्या बोलते हैं, ऊल को देखे, मतलब मैं आपको वो फोटो भेजते ग्रुप में. ऊल क्या है बोले तो उनके घर के सामने आके बैठा करते. परसों ही मालूम हुआ. तो वो लेडी ऊल का ऐसा फोटो निकाले तो हम उसके ऊपर लिखा है गब्बिलम नहीं, गद्दा महाराजू. गद्दा महाराजू बागुन्नारा, उसको लिखी मैं, गद्दा महाराजू बागुन्नारा. वो घर के सामने आके खड़े हो गया, लेकिन अंदर नहीं आ सक रहा, कभी भी नहीं आता वो, लेकिन वो देख रहा. ఇంట్లో రావడానికి దారి లేక చెట్టుపై కూర్చున్నారా, ఇంట్లో రావడానికి దారి లేక చెట్టుపై కూర్చున్నారా, కళ్ళను మిటమిట చూసుకుంటూ అందరితో మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నావా. क्योंकि वो आंखों से ऐसा देखते हुए ऐसा झुक रहा. वीडियो भेजती मैं आपको. కళ్ళను మిటమిట చేసుకుంటూ అందరితో మాట్లాడుకుంటావా. ఇంకా उनका ऐसा लकीरे, మీరు ఇంకా మీ టోపీని తీయరా, మీరు ఇంకా మీ టోపీని తీయరా, మీకు చలి పెడుతున్నదా, మీరు ఇంటికి వస్తే అందరూ అనుమానపడతారు కదా, మీరు ఇంటికి వస్తే అందరూ అనుమానపడతారు కదా, మీరు తెల్లగా కనపడుతున్నారు. ఓ థోడా వైట్ దిఖ్ రహా థా. మీరు తెల్లగా కనపడుతున్నారు కదా, మీకు హిమోగ్లోబిన్ తగ్గిందనుకుంటా, మీకు హిమోగ్లోబిన్ తగ్గిందనుకుంటాను, మీకు డాక్టర్ దగ్గరికి తీసుకువెళ్ళాలవుతారా, మీకు డాక్టర్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళాలనుకుంటారు. నీకు నీ ఆరోగ్యము కాపాడుకోవాలిరా నాన్న, మీ ఆరోగ్యము కాపాడుకోవాలిరా. నీ రెక్కలతో మెల్లిగా వెళ్ళి అమ్మ దగ్గరికి చేరుకో. నీ రెక్కలతో మెల్లిగా వెళ్ళి అమ్మ దగ్గరికి చేరుకో. మెల్లిగా చూస్తున్నావా? కింద పిల్లలు ఆడుతున్నారు, వారి వైపు కూడా చూడడం లేదురా. కింద పిల్లలు ఆడుతున్న బాల్కనీ से नीचे देख रहे तो बच्चे खेल रहे थे. కింద పిల్లలు ఆడుతున్నారు, వారి వైపు కూడా చూడడం లేదురా. చిన్న నిన్న అమ్మ జ్ఞాపకం వస్తుందిరా. చిన్న కన్న అమ్మ జ్ఞాపకం వస్తుందిరా. వెళ్ళురా, అమ్మ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళురా. వెరైటీ.
Variety is the spice of life. Very witty. Both good, ma'am. How did you pick up the language? I couldn't have that. That was Shobha Deshpande. Please give a round of applause. She's basically a Marathi. Marathi is her mother tongue, but she recited rice in Telugu. That is great. Wow. Really. She mastered the language.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
Please stay on. I'll read out a poem shared this. Saraswati, ma'am. Yes.
Thank you so much. Sorry, I missed out the time. That poem was missing. So I wrote this poem for today itself. तो हिंदी में है ये मेरी कविता. कहने को बड़ा महान है मेरा भारत, कहने को बड़ा महान है मेरा भारत. बेटी की रक्षा अब कहाँ कहाँ करें. कहने को बड़ा महान है मेरा भारत, बेटी की रक्षा अब कहाँ कहाँ करें. बैठे भेड़िए जहां तहां उनका क्या करें. बैठे भेड़िए जहां तहां उनका क्या करें. कहने को बड़ा महान है मेरा भारत. क्यों नहीं सिखाया जाता सम्मान बेटियों और बहनों का करना यहाँ. क्यों नहीं सिखाया जाता सम्मान बेटियों और बहनों का करना यहाँ. कहने को बड़ा महान है मेरा भारत, कहने को बड़ा महान है मेरा भारत. कहने को तरक्की पर हैं हम, कहने को तरक्की पर हैं हम, पर तरक्की है कहाँ, पर तरक्की है कहाँ. आज भी पिसी जा रही नारी, आज भी पिसी जा रही नारी, बराबरी है कहाँ. आज भी पिसी जा रही नारी, बराबरी है कहाँ. कहने को बड़ा महान है मेरा भारत, कहने को बड़ा महान है मेरा भारत. क्यों इन जानवरों को समझ नहीं आता, क्यों इन जानवरों को समझ नहीं आता कि वो भी इंसान है कोई सामान नहीं. क्यों इन जानवरों को समझ नहीं आता कि वो भी इंसान है कोई सामान नहीं. क्यों इन नादानों को कुचला जाता यहाँ, क्यों इन नादानों को कुचला जाता. क्यों आज भी इंसाफ के लिए लड़ रही नारी यहाँ, क्यों आज भी इंसाफ के लिए लड़ रही नारी यहाँ. कहने को बड़ा महान है मेरा भारत, कहने को बड़ा महान है मेरा भारत. शर्मसार है पूरे जहान में मेरा भारत, शर्मसार है आज पूरे जहान में मेरा भारत. कैसे कहूं कैसे कह दूं महान है मेरा भारत आज, कैसे कह दूं महान है मेरा भारत आज. जहां एक बेटी की इज्जत महफूज नहीं, जहां एक बेटी की इज्जत महफूज नहीं. निर्भय होकर बेटी घर से निकल सकती नहीं, निर्भय होकर बेटी घर से निकल सकती नहीं. कैसे कह दूं महान है मेरा भारत, कैसे कह दूं बड़ा महान है मेरा भारत. थैंक यू सो मच. दिस वाज माय पोएम. थैंक यू फॉर द अपॉर्चुनिटी.
Thank you, ma'am. Very timely, very.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Tribute. We reached the end of the show. One piece who's shared. I would like to read that the poem that is shared by Advocate Muralidhar sir, and he's could not able to make it. He's 85 plus years old, so I will just read out. Awake, kick the blanket. How many hours, how many days you will wallow in the slumber. Awake, my friend, see the world, see the motherland. Awake, my friend, awake, you are an Indian, be patriotic, protect the culture, protect this land, fight the evils, eradicate culprits, cast away the casteism, march towards wisdom, maintain peace and tranquility, contribute to the nation's prosperity. Vande Mataram. That was by Advocate Murlidhar. I think I could finish with a small poem of mine. I don't know what. Floating in the womb of creation, mired in constellation of atoms and molecules. Found myself out of procreation, stuck in the ocean of amniotic fluid, fished on the same transformed I into zygote, emerged from the universe of murkiness, to swim across the channels of sentient life that's filled with volcanoes, where moments burst forth the lava of ebbs and tides. I burn in the porridge of struggles, losing breaths, strangling myself to make rendezvous with the death, not deterred by the melancholy, but to seek the Holy Grail, where I could find a abode of no death and no birth. That's the end of the piece. Thank you.
Stunning, stunning, stunning.
I got one piece, if you could go ahead with. I think that is very relevant. I don't know, I just have blurted it out and came out and it's just happened. I think I could just read out there. Just a moment. I'm getting there. Scratched bruises, gashes of ferocious rumble. Nights hooted, days blacked out, unruly fire erupted. Nay, its uncalled embers bombarded. Feral temper raised, wild nails poked the skin, sipped the nectar of a young caregiver. The treatment of the sufferer halted, it choked the breath of the healer. Barged and eager beat stopped, wisp of innocence went mute, silence sounded, howls across widespread. Where is the end of this? Thank you. That's the end of the piece, and thank you for making this evening remarkable, memorable, and thank you for joining. And thank you, Michael. Thank you, Sreeedharan sir. Thank you, Ganga ma'am, Mehxabeen ma'am, Saraswati ma'am, Roopali ma'am, Shyama, Kanchan sir, Mili ma'am, Shobhadesh, and all of them. Thank you. See you next
Thank
week.
you so much, Prasanna. You always make everything so beautiful. Thank you so much. And wishing you all a very happy Janmashtami. Tomorrow is a day of great love and the birth of love and life. So celebrate it. Life must go on, as Saraswati tells us, life must go on.
Yeah. Happy Janmashtami to everyone. मैं भजन सुनाना चाहती हूँ कि टाइम मिला नहीं तो पूरा
Saraswati herself is a prime example of someone who has gone through a lot of sadness and still embraced life. So thank you so much. Coming from you, it's very rare.
Thank you so